Hello. Do you know what today is? Do you know what today is? It's Tell It Tuesday. How you guys doing? I hope you had an amazing week as always. Today I came to talk about something very serious. I came to talk about the psychology of racism. The psychology of racism. What's involved? How do people become racist or bigoted or prejudiced? Well, it has a lot to do with multiple factors. One of which is the survival instinct. We've been designed in our brains to sort things and to categorize things and to make things make sense. And so for safety, when we see someone that looks like us or talks like us, tends to make us feel like we're among our tribe. Now, that's not wrong, except when it interferes with our ability to accept other people's differences. What we've come to find out is that ethnocentrism and esoteric ways, which simply means I prefer my kind, or I feel like, I tend to bond better with people that are more like me. Those things are not bad until they interrupt and interfere with the ability to bond with people who are different. Somehow, we have socialization, nurture, the way we're raised, and then our nature is also to kind of be with our kind. However, I want to dispel some things, right? There's also a fear associated with racism, bigotry, and prejudice. What is the fear? That for some reason, resources are scarce and that I need to look out for my tribe, my kind, above all else. Not realizing that there is one tribe in the human race, and that's human beings, right? Whatever your color, whatever your gender, whatever your sexual orientation, socioeconomic status, etc., there's benefits and gifts along with liabilities and deficits in every culture, in every race, in every belief. Even when it comes to religion, sometimes we get connected more with those who believe like we believe, and that's okay. But it doesn't mean that we can't glean more information from other cultures, other religions, and other ways of being. So my point is that intrinsically, we get these neural pathways that say my kind is the best kind. We grow up that way. We grow up in a household sometimes where everybody kind of looks alike, through DNA, etc. But that is not an intrinsic thing that we have to hold on to. See, my kind is kindness. My kind is honesty. My kind is integrity. My kind is prudence. My kind is collectivism. And so if you want to be in my tribe, it doesn't matter if you look like me. It doesn't even matter if you were raised like me or from where I'm from. What matters is that your core values and my core values are aligned, right? So I don't care what color, race, gender, creed, religion, or lack of religion. If you are a kind, good human being, then you're part of my tribe. I don't want to keep those pathways in my brain that says my kind is the safest kind, because that's not true, right? At the end of the day, if I look at people's color or people's gender, I found issues with all genders, all races, all belief systems because of the core values in an individual. And so if you would join me in breaking the cycle of racism, prejudice, and bigotry by taking a look at my cross-cultural tolerance, what values I can gain from all cultures and people, you can do this too, then we'll find that it was just fear-based and nature and nurture that says my kind is the best kind. And it doesn't mean that just because I like people that look like me or talk like me or are women like me, doesn't mean that I can't gain value from other cultures and creeds and genders. What it means is that I have to do the work to, first of all, especially as a therapist, tease out my biases, challenge my belief systems, create new neural pathways by evidence of some of my best friends being completely different from me, And also, I have to give myself permission to be unafraid. So, what are you afraid of? Are you afraid? Are you racist? Are you prejudiced? Are you bigoted? If you can own that, then you can start to do the work, right? And it doesn't have to just be white, black, or Asian, or Latin, or whatever the case may be. It could actually be American or women or whatever the case may be. Just because we hold space for everyone to have equity doesn't mean that we feel everyone is equal, right? And if you're going to predicate your belief systems on something, how about if we look at what's really important to us? Fairness, justice, kindness, love. Okay? So I challenge you today to look at your core values, look at your competency as it relates to how you interpret differences. Different doesn't mean wrong. What do you think? It's Tell It Tuesday. Let's change the narrative, because if we could, we'd find that there's value in those who value the things that we value as opposed to look like what we look like or what we used to. All right, what's your thoughts? Have a great day.